absolutely. I think America's waking up to the fact that religion and God are not synonymous, that God is what this nation was founded upon, what our morality comes from. So I think it's...
But wasn't the God who gave us the Ten Commandments the God of Abraham?
God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, yes.
Right, but he was a God of a particular religious tradition that began with Abraham.
Yes, a Judeo-Christian faith, yes.
But that's the covenant that we all, in the Christian Jewish tradition, honor as the beginning of man's communication with our God.
Yes.
Well, that's not a general recognition. Buddhists don't believe in that God.
No.
Well, what's the difference? Aren't you identifying, aren't you selecting a God of your choice?
No, no, we're selecting the God upon which the First Amendment was founded, the God that gave us...
Christian God.
The God that gave us religious freedom. In fact, in 1931, in U.S. versus McIntosh, the United States Supreme Court recognized explicitly that our religious freedom comes from the acknowledgement and obedience to the will of God.
But you said before that you didn't like people pegging the justification for God in our public life on history, that you wanted to base it on your belief, right?
No, I base it on the organic law of our country, the Declaration of Independence, that God gives us our rights and government is there to secure those rights. And if it doesn't, the Declaration said it should be abolished, which is what they did with the government of Great Britain.
But do you believe in a universally recognized God? That there's one God recognized by all religions? It's the same God?
No, not necessarily. I believe the God that this nation was founded upon is a particular God, the God that gave the Ten Commandments.
So it's Judeo-Christian God?
The Judeo-Christian.
When you watch what happens over in countries like Iran, we have a bunch of mullahs, religious leaders who believe in their God as much as you are committed to your religion. And they are ruling the state. Do you think that's a good system? I
don't think the state or church should control the state no more than the state could control the church. No. And in America, there is a separation of church and state, but not the recognition of separation of God and state. God
remember Jesus, you're a Christian. Jesus said, render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar, and to God the things that are God. God, he sees in his teaching to us in the New Testament said, separate the two.
He said, render to Caesar the things of Caesar, to God the things of God's. What belongs to God?
Right.
The relationship between man and God belongs to him and the freedom of conscience. That's what he was talking about.
Judge Moore, we will continue this at a later date. Thank you very much for coming.
Yes,
it will never end, this argument. But thank you, sir.